Well, hello everyone. I'm Jeff Pierce with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate, Fernleaf Group, and I'm here to tell you I've got a podcast here I believe you're really going to like. It's been on my heart, been on my mind for a long time, and it's coming true. It has came true, and I'm so excited to do this. It's called Properties and People Podcast. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be spotlighting little touches here and there on real estate, whether it be a home inspection, the importance of that, the buying, selling process. And staging, just different things like that. But we're also going to focus on our local businesses and the business leaders and our local officials. And we want to spotlight our businesses in the area and support each other. We're also going to be talking about some events that may be coming up too. So Properties and People's Podcast is going to be full of different type of information, so you don't want to miss an episode. And I'll tell you right now, I've got a good friend on here, and his name is Frank Bennett. He's the Executive Director of the Leadership Center.
Yep.
Based out of the Paducah Area Chamber of Commerce building.
Yep.
And Frank, appreciate you coming in today.
I appreciate you having me, and congratulations on the podcast.
Well, thank you. I've been looking forward to it, and I know I've been talking to you about being a guest on here, and we always run into each other. How you ready? No, not yet. No, not yet. But we've made it.
Yes, we have.
So fist bump on the make.
Absolutely. I'm excited. You've done a fantastic job with us.
Well, thank you very much. So, Frank, You've worn several hats before, and you've been around, and I'm not telling your age or nothing like that, but you've been around, and you've got a lot of knowledge and we can only share just a little bit of knowledge of that today because of time. But Frank, tell us just a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that both of us have a bit of gray hair. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. Thank you. So, I run the Leadership Center. It really is my calling. My career's kind of gone full circle. I grew up in Memphis, and I grew up in a small business family. My dad owned 3 sandwich shops when I was a kid, and I was always in the language. I have a joke. I tell folks that it's the reason a lot of people who grow up with doctors as parents become doctors, or lawyers become lawyers. In my case, I grew up around the language of business, where we are always talking about what's working, what's not, what businesses are succeeding in town, which aren't. And I kind of grew up in the back of one of his shops, just listening to business flow around me. I've lived a few places. Went to college, went to Middle Tennessee State University for my undergrad. Have lived in Nashville area. I've lived in Jacksonville and Dallas. And then in 2011, I moved to Paducah to become the CEO of the National Quilt Museum, which is probably why I'm most known here in this area.
Yeah, that's where I met you, the Quilt Museum.
It is,
actually,
yes.
A few years back, yes. But so now you're the Executive Director of the Leadership Center. Tell us when that got started, what's the purpose of it, and what you do. Sure.
So I'm very excited about this. One of the things that every business discusses, in your businesses, it's probably a daily conversation, is that if we're going to continue to grow and thrive, not just in Paducah, but all of West Kentucky, we are going to have a premier workforce. And retaining our workforce, keeping our talented people, training our folks so that they can go from entry-level jobs in their 20s and have a whole career here, and then go into leadership roles that matter, is going to be critical to the growth of our entire area. And so several folks, Sandra Wilson, some other leaders in town, really wanted to take this issue on a few years later and started working on the Leadership Center. And what we're focused on is offering leadership, supervisory, communication, training in all areas that'll help you evolve in your career and help our great companies in this area to become stronger by having a stronger workforce.
Gotcha. There's a lot to it, and it's on your shoulders. However, though, I've been to one of your trainings before.
Yes.
And it's very, very thorough, and it really opened my eyes about running a business. And so if someone wants to go through one of your trainings, where could they find that information that when you schedule some that they can join in?
So the place you want to start is on our website. The easiest way to get there is to go to the Paducah Chamber of Commerce website, paducahchamber.org. Click on the Leadership Center. You'll get all kinds of information on workshops of different styles. We do public workshops for individuals. We also do work directly with companies, which is my bread and butter. It's what I do more of than anything else. There's a whole lot of different things, and if you don't see what you're wanting there, we can customize things to match your needs as well.
Yeah, that's really cool. And in your training, I can't remember. Just forgive me on that. I can't remember what it was, but I believe I ended up being a parrot.
Yeah,
So tell us a little bit about the fun in that and how serious that really is when you look at your business.
Yeah. So you were in one where we did, it's a workforce communication program. We call it Workplace Communication Fundamentals. And it is one of the best disc-based communication programs that there is. I did not develop it, but I actually have seen such great results with it that I put aside one of my own curriculum to teach this.
Yeah.
So, what I do is a mix of things I've developed myself, and if I find something out there that's getting results, I want to see results, and so I'm going to take it on. So the one you did was all about understanding really three things. First, how we all communicate as individuals. Mm-hmm. A lot of people think that communication's binary, where like, if I have a problem with you, I communicate fine, so it must be you.
Right, exactly.
When in reality...
What are you trying to say, Frank?
That's what I'm going to say, exactly. Yeah, we're actually both parrots, by the way. But what this teaches you is that we all have a unique communication style, and there are strengths and weaknesses to that style. And once we acknowledge that that's true and what we bring to the table, mm-hmm. that's the first step. Because if you can't acknowledge your own weaknesses, we really can't build.
Right.
Then it gets into understanding the communication needs of other people that you work with, where ultimately you can create conversations that end up with a better result and everyone has more cohesion, it builds teams and what have you. And I love that program. Like I said, I didn't start it, but it's absolutely amazing. I have a number of organizations around West Kentucky that have implemented it and absolutely loved it and said that it's made a significant difference for their organizations, which is the win I want.
Yeah, and whenever I got done with it, I went to you, thanked you for it, and then I said, I think we have some people from Atomic City that mm-hmm. need to be in here, and Eli Case, we sent him over there to you.
Yes.
And he really liked it as well.
Good.
He wasn't a parrot, so I guess we're going to be okay. But anyway,
funny.
Yeah. So very good stuff. Very good stuff. Anything else as far as the leadership center that we need to know about, or we kind of covered all that? Feel free to share something else.
Well, yeah. Well, in addition, basically, first of all, we cover the 15 counties that make up Purchase and Pennyrile. So while I'm hosted by the Paducah Chamber of Commerce, who's an amazing team over there, I wouldn't be able to do what I do without them. I do reach all 15 counties in this area because at the end of the day, we're all going to grow together or not.
Right.
We need all of our organizations to be strong. None of us hire from just McCracken.
Right.
We hire from all over, so we need these leadership training engines all over the place. And beyond that, the biggest thing I like to do with organizations is workforce training is not an option.
Right.
The only option is you either do it and continue to grow or you don't, and you're handing someone else a competitive advantage. Mm-hmm. And so the biggest thing I like to do is sit down with companies, make a plan, and then help them implement it to ultimately create some wins that'll help them move forward.
We're very fortunate to have the leadership center here. I mean, if he's willing to work, he's going to start a business. He's helping to plan this. Yep. And there's a lot of work that goes into it. And I know it's in his heart and in his mind, but I'm glad you mentioned your coverage because that was going to be my next question. How far around do you go? So that's good to know.
Yep.
It's good to know. So whenever we utilize this workshop
yep.
that we did, I might thought, well, I'm okay in this department. I'm okay here, or whatever the case may be. But I kind of looked in the mirror and said, you need to change some things, and I did. I changed instantly on some things, and communication is one of them. I'm not ashamed to admit, I was going in the wrong direction. So thank you, Frank, and the Leadership Center for that. Really gave me a boost.
Good.
And I'm sure others could get a boost too, and we want you to be a part of that. We want you to, if you're not a member of the Chamber of Commerce, we'd love to see you there and join up, get your small business in there, whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
And Frank, I want to just thank you once again for being on today.
Absolutely.
You're a wonderful person, and you're a wonderful leader here in our community, and we appreciate it very much.
Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed it. Once again, congratulations on putting this together. It is fantastic. If you haven't come here, everyone needs to come and just see the setup here. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, I appreciate that very much. And we want to thank you for joining us on the Properties and Peoples podcast. And we were going to see you next week with all kinds more information.